Welcome to the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast, this show where we shine a light on the incredible businesses, community leaders, and local legends that are shaping our town. I'm your host, James O'Donnell, and today we are joined by SARA Blackwell, one of your local Slimming World consultants. SARA, great to have you on the podcast.
Thank you. Good to be here.
For those of us who don't know you and what you actually do, what do you do here in Bishop Stortford?
So I've lived here all my life, best part of 48 years. And I started a Slimming World group in Bishop Stortford, and in 3 groups a week, on a Thursday evening and a Saturday morning. And I'm supporting in the region of about 150 members a week. On average, to help them to be healthier, to lose weight, to come together as a community and support each other with the struggles that many of us now find within society around food. So I was a member for, or still am a member of Slimming World for 16 years. Various local groups, lost 4 stone myself, and most importantly, maintain it, which is the key, really.
Fantastic. So what was, you were a member before, but what was the spark for you to actually get involved? And, you're impacting 150 people's lives in Bishop Stortford. That's incredible. What was the transition like?
Well, I personally went to a group over in Stansted. Sadly, my consultant left. And we moved on to her other group in Elsenham. And it's really being part of a community, being with people in person, impacted my life in so many ways. When I first lost weight, it was 16 years ago, and life was a different place. But certainly since lockdown, I found it so much harder. I put all my weight back on. There was no support. There was still Slimming World online, but for me, I need people. I need to be around people, having a hug, having a cup of tea, sharing stories. Life's not linear. So my husband had a breakdown, but every single week, even if weight loss wasn't my priority that week, the support of the people around me was. So very much part of a mental health journey as well as weight loss. So when she decided to, for her own reasons, leave, a lot of the group said, "Why don't you do it?" But I have a full-time cleaning business, which has taken a bit of a back seat now. But yeah, 18 months later, I'm now running groups that win awards and changes people's lives. It's about diabetes. It's about people who've had weight loss surgery and not managed to keep the weight off, etc. And I'm just passionate about helping people. I like to help.
That's wonderful. I think that's one of the big things you mentioned about lockdown there, is that a lot of us suddenly realized how important that human connection was, that maybe something we'd taken for granted beforehand.
100%.
And now we're actually a lot more focused on, right, I need some time for me to get out and be amongst people. It almost doesn't matter what you're doing. You just need to be out there and doing something regularly, just to kind of keep in touch with people and, to support each other.
Human connection. It's being, and you have to be with people to feel that energy, to feel the energy in the room. And there's a lot of negativity in the world. And when we get together, it's about just being together and knowing you're not alone. Is a massive, massive thing now. Massive.
So you mentioned a few different kind of reasons why someone might be interested in joining. Who is your, I'm not sure ideal is the right word, but who out there do you think would really benefit from coming along and joining in what you're delivering with Slimming World?
The thing is, with the groups, the support comes from anyone. So we've got young members. I've got members who are in their late 80s, 90s. It literally is for anyone. I support people who have diabetes, have an insulin pump, have type 2. We've got many, many members who've got type 2 diabetes or a borderline, and will come and join us for support, because I think, controversially, the NHS is crippled. And people are often told to look after themselves and lose some weight, but they don't have the resources. So in that respect, we can help people with that. the weight loss injections, again, a little bit controversial maybe, but we need to talk about these things. The GLP-1 injections are used by so many, but unless you change your behaviours and your habits, quite often they'll come back. So it's about that ongoing support, is the wraparound, and it's being within your community and being understood when times are tough. So anyone, male, female, whatever your gender, your story. I have people without a gallbladder. We've got people who are registered disabled. I have people who, I've got a lady at the moment has lost over 10 stone with weight loss surgery, but is battling hard now that her mindset's kicking in. So she came, and she's very, very honest and open about her journey. We have another lady, sadly, you can kind of reverse weight loss surgery, and she was from that. So those struggles are with us for life. So it doesn't matter if you've done it before, you can do it again. But it's that positivity as well. So anyone at all. As long as you're £7 to lose and you don't go below a minimum weight that is regarded as healthy, it's absolutely fine. Anyone and everyone who just needs some support.
That's cool. What would a first session look like for someone if they're interested and they want to pop along and see what it's all about? What would that feel like?
I think the hardest thing is for anyone, and I speak to so many people and they say, I could do with Slimming World, I could do with losing a couple of pounds. But it's that kind of getting outside of your own head and walking through the door, which is the thing that most people find hard. I know myself, I only joined a gym this year, and it was that, what if people don't like me? What if this, what if that? And I think we very much live in our own heads. So it is about fighting with yourself, and just kind of putting your big pants on and come along. Arrive 5 minutes early. We have a new members area, and this is standard within any group that you join, not just mine. We keep our groups quite standard, although obviously your consultant changes. And you come along, you join new members section, you'd sit with your consultant, and you get around 25 minutes an introduction to Slimming World and how the plan works. We'll introduce you to it, but it is about investing in the journey yourself. And then while that's happening, the other members will go through and take their seat in the group. And then we run the group. So you'll get to see what happens within a group. It has changed recently as well. There's a lot of people maybe didn't find the old format as supportive. So it changed very, very recently in the last few months. So we don't go around the room like we used to. It's very much more an open chat and brought up to date. We'll then enrol you. It's $5.95 a week, which is nothing in the great scheme of things. You know, that's an expensive coffee. And then each and every week you get an app. There's magazine, there's support, there's closed Facebook groups, so much. But you'll get to meet everyone and be part of that buzz. We would hope that you will enroll and leave excited for your week ahead.
Wonderful. Look, I'm amazed by the numbers that you're talking about there with 150 people that you're impacting through the work
Saturday
that you're doing.
Saturday just gone was 52 members came through the door. That's one session on a Saturday morning. And for the end of August, that's a lot of people, because a lot of people drop off in summer because they want an ice cream and all sorts. But my members know you can still do that and lose weight.
100%. But I just wanted to say as well that you're having such an impact on so many people in Bishop Stortford, which is fantastic that many people are getting together to have those conversations, to talk amongst themselves and to support each other through a journey, which is absolutely fantastic. And what we'll do, if anybody's watching or listening out there that they feel like, actually, after they're hearing from SARA, they want to get involved or want to come along for a session, we'll put some links in the show notes here so people can reach out to sign up and see what it's all about. And hopefully from listening to you today, Sarah, they know a little bit more about it, because to be honest, I didn't know much about what Slimming World was. I've seen some posters, seen some bits online, but it's incredible that as I said, the numbers of people you're talking about and that community that that obviously exists around that and how important
100%.
that is out there. That's wonderful. Okay, are you ready for some Stortford Spotlight questions now, Sarah?
Yep, hit me.
Today's podcast is brought to you by a great local business helping people take back their time in Bishop Stortford. If your weekends are getting swallowed by cleaning instead of time with your family, I get it. As a dad of 2 young boys, I know how fast those moments can go, and I've been let down by cleaners before. That's why I use Time For You Cleaning. They're reliable, friendly, and give you one less thing to worry about. If you want your time back, head to timeforyou.cleaning and let them know the podcast sent you. Get back your precious time and support local. Right, back to the show. Awesome. Let's get into it. First question. If you could put one sentence on a billboard in Jackson Square, what would it say and who needs to hear it the most?
This one was a bit difficult. So I've actually, if you don't mind, I've actually got a couple. Now, my group, our little mantra is I can and I will, because you can. And with the right mindset, you will, with that support. And that goes for anything. That's not just weight loss, that's life. And a little sneaky one, I was privileged to be part of the service yesterday for a beloved member of Bishop Stortford, Norma Symonds, who many people in our community know. She touched many lives. And I spoke yesterday at the Methodist Church about many things that are not relevant right now. But be more Norma. If you are from Bishop Stortford and you knew Norma, she was an incredible lady. So be more Norma.
It's a wonderful sentiment. As I said, I didn't know Norma myself, but saw lots online yesterday and lots of people saying incredible things about the work that she's done. So I think that's a great kind of local mantra, as you say, for us to think about. And I think by the community work that you're doing and that a lot of people that I speak to on the podcast are doing, I think there's obviously some influence there that she's
But
had
be
on the
kind.
town.
Going back to be kind. Just smile at someone. It's free.
Yeah. Say good morning. Say good afternoon. All those
100%.
kind of things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It makes the world a better place, as I say to my sons.
Massively.
Every day. Okay. Question 2. Where do you go in Stortford that you secretly hope never gets too popular?
This was hard because where do you go that's not popular? So I chose one with food, ironically. I'm going to go with Cafe Time. We've got many coffee shops, and I do quite like a coffee and a people watch. But Cafe Time for me has that down the Dells has always carried a very nostalgic thing for me. And it's such a cut through for people. And I love people, the way they tick, where you going, what's your story, what's going on. And I can quite often be found with a black coffee, sitting with Hannah. She's run that business for many years. She's a family in Bishop Stortford. So I love to support local. So I'm going to go with Cafe Time, but please don't all go, and especially don't buy all the homemade cake. Leave some for me.
Well, with your shout out now, more people might go. So you're going to have to get there a little bit earlier.
That's fine.
Hopefully you'll get your next one on.
I'll get a takeaway.
Okay. That's awesome. That's a great shout out as well. Maybe we can get them featured on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, get her in.
And last question, who's doing something special in town that more people need to know about?
Again, this is hard because I love to pick up everyone. So with this, I'm going to say the food bank and the night shelter. And because we had the funeral of Norma yesterday, and it's just sitting very prominent in my mind that really helping others just gives us, for me personally, it just gives me so much in my life to know I've helped others. So get an extra tin and put it in the food bank. They're in the supermarkets, and you'll never meet the person who needs that, but you will have made a difference. And it doesn't need to be a massive gesture. It's just something. And support these guys who are helping those in our community. that you probably can't see.
Yeah, we had Dave Perry from the Night Shelter
Yeah,
on the
saw him
podcast,
yesterday.
and he was very inspiring about the work that they're doing there. But the food bank as well, as you say, it's that doing something little. I call it, whenever I've coached anybody, but it's a kind of altruistic feedback loop. Like, it costs you almost nothing to put something in there, but the actual feeling that you get off it is tenfold
Yes,
as well. So even from a selfish perspective, it's worth doing.
absolutely.
But you are making the world a better place.
50 pence for a tin of tomatoes, a tin of beans, that could be someone's dinner.
Yeah.
And it cost me 50p. You could lose 50p and you wouldn't even notice.
Shout. We'll link to both of those as well if anybody else wants to support. But let's all grab a tin in your shopping and make the world a better place. Fantastic. SARA, thank you so much for joining us today. Where's the best place for people to go online to follow your story and your journey, or get involved with Slimming World?
To find out about me, the best place to go would be Facebook. I'm not really, I haven't quite embraced TikTok and all of those. So Facebook's your best place. Slimming World, Stortford with SARA. I post a lot about mental health inspiration and things like that because it really is my vibe. Food's food. I'm just a little bit different and I do it my unique way. If my groups don't suit you, there are many, many other groups to support you, which can be found on the main Slimming World website, slimmingworld.co.uk. And it doesn't matter where you are in the UK or Cyprus, there'll be a group there for you.
Wonderful. We'll link to both of those so people can go straight to the groups and reach out to you and see what's going on. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast, Sarah.
Thank you very much, and thanks for doing it and bringing our community together.
One person at a time. Let's see how we go. And if you're out there listening and you've enjoyed this episode and our little chat with Sarah today, the best way to support our show is to hit follow, leave a quick review or comment on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening to this, and then share it on your socials with someone who you think might be interested in checking out the episode. If you've got a local legend, someone like Sarah who is impacting the community in one way that you think we should feature, drop me a message with their details or drop them a message or comment them below and I'll reach out to them, make contact, and we can get them on the show and shine a light on the work that they're doing to make our community that little bit better. That's it from me. Go and support something local today and make Bishop Stortford a better place. Have a great day. Bye, Sarah.
See ya. Thank you.
If you run a business built on trust, but your website's full of stock photos and silence, we need to talk. True Tone Testimonials helps coaches, consultants, and other service providers turn real client stories into high-converting video content. No scripts, no fluff, just honest words from real people who already love what you do. They're professionally filmed and ready to drop onto your site or into your socials. Head to truetonetestimonials.card.co. Let your clients do the selling. Okay, support local. Let's get back to the show.